Hey folks, Captain Mike here from Hogy Lure Company, and for today's Hogy how-to, I just want to debrief on a striper video we made for Salty Cape TV on targeting larger striped bass under the smaller, more aggressive topwater fish. Today was an interesting situation because there was actually multiple forage types in the area. There was two bait fish going on. Smaller sand eels or silver sides on the surface. I couldn't quite tell what they were. The baits were so small. And there were also some herring in the area. And we noticed that the smaller fish were keyed in on the smaller bait on the surface. They were bucket feeding through the fish. Now, my experience with those fish is they can be very finicky. We also wanted to target larger fish, the bigger ones, keyed in on the herring down below. Now, when I say larger fish, that's a relative term because this is early spring fishing, so we're going to take what we can get. So what we did today is we upsized with a Hogy Protail Thumper. In this particular bait I have rigged here is with the 1.5 ounce Barbarian Jig-Head. So the approach today was to get upwind of these stripers, identified by the tails in the area. Well, certainly lots of herring on the fish finder, but also gulls circling in the area. And we would get upwind so we could reach the fish from a distance. Now they were a little spooky, so casting range did matter. And we would use their Kerplunk method. We'd cast into the birds and the breaking fish, but let the jig head and the paddle tail do the work and sort of flutter its way down to get below the fish. Now, today we noticed they wanted a very slow presentation, and I can show you in the video better than I can show you on the boat here, but a slow, steady, slow drop. Again, the Kerplunk method was the way to go today. Now let me walk you through this outfit. So I've already mentioned briefly that we're using the Hogy Protail Thumper rigged on an 1.5 ounce Hogy Barbarian jig. Now this bait is really stuck on there with the extra long keeper on this bait. So we went a whole day with just one tail and one head, and fish were a little finicky, but there were some bigger ones. So we opted for 20-pound Test Fluorocarbon Leader, and this is the Hogy System 7-foot medium heavy inshore rod paired with a Daiwa 4000 class reel and 30-pound Test braid. Now this is a fairly stout rod, and it can certainly handle casting this. I would call this a 2-ounce pairing, about 1/2 ounce say for the soft bait tail, 1.5 ounces for the jig head. And you can cast this all day long, but it's a fairly parabolic bend on this outfit. So despite being a heavy duty outfit that can throw lures upwards closer to 4 ounces, still very fun and lightweight and easy to use. You can see how light this outfit is in my hand. So it was a delight to fish with today. So the takeaway for today is be ready for all situations. We had it in our head that we were going to light tackle cast for striped bass with smaller baits and smaller fish, but we quickly identified that there were some bigger fish down below. Again, a relative term today. So we shifted gears, pulled out the Protail Thumper, the jig heads from my trusty mesh crate there, got under the smaller fish, and upsized to some bigger fish for the day.